Yeah, hi everyone. Let's complete the lesson of democracy. We in the earlier part we have done 1.1 and 1.2. Now let's go for 1.3. That is, why is democracy? Why do we need democracy instead of any other form of government? Take it monarchy, democracy, dictatorship, and from all other things. Like monarchy, we have dictatorship, we have many other options. So still, why do we wanted democracy only? Let's see, there was a debate between the students while teacher was observing them. One says, okay, you mean to say that democracy will be one of the best one, and somebody says no, no, because everybody is trying, it doesn't mean we have to accept only democracy. We have to explore other options, and if there is anything which is beyond everybody wanted, then only we can go for this option. So if one says, okay, we don't want it anymore, corruption and everything. One says, we as India, we are actually poor country because we are democracy. They think because of democracy, people are not being cared well, and corruption is so much, and works are getting delayed. So this is one student version of thinking. When it comes to against democracy, what are the things that says we doesn't want a democracy? Let's see one by one. First one, they say instability, because uh, particular time the government will come to the position, and within next 5 years again there is no guarantee that only they will come to the farm and they'll form the government. Here what happens is, if any new government started a new policy or construction of a dam or any big project, so next party, when other party comes to position, they don't want to continue the earlier project because the name will go to the other party and other members. So they discontinue that and they start something new again. So here people's money is being wasted, and then they'll never gonna get the fruits of it. So it's like somebody is planting one tree and you don't want that to continue further, so you're breaking that tree when you get the chance over there, and you're replanting it again. Somebody else will come, they'll gonna break it again. So it going continuously. So you never gonna see the fruits of any one particular plant because you are cutting it before it completely grows to get you the fruits. Same like that it happens, instability. And then political power, there will be so much of drama, like every party and every MLA or MP wanted to be in position, so they play some cheap politics, like paying money to get the MLA candidates when they are not having majority of them. Let's take they wanted to get 52 and they have only 50 or 48, so remaining 2 to 4 members, they'll pay so much of money, because and they may offer ministries also at times. This is what happens. And then they says delays, we call it as a red tapeism. Remember red tapeism, in the sense, basically when you visit all the government offices, the documents will be kept in one particular file and then tied with red kind of cloth. So we call it as a red tapeism. In the sense, they'll not continue and they'll not finish the processes as early as possible, and they'll delay as long as possible. So we call it as a red tapeism, because there is so much of hierarchy. You have to meet n number of people from the clerk to the office. Once if it is done in one office, then you have to send it to the other office. So it has to go from bottom to up. Let's take you wanted a particular road in a village, or you wanted a water tanker, you wanted some other alternative solutions for the water during the summer, because there is so much of villages having animals, cows, sheep and everything. So you have to take it to the village offices, then it to taluka office, then it to go district level collector. If not, then it has to go to the secretary, ministry, and then chief minister. This is so again same way, once it is approved, it has to come through the same process. We call it as proper channel. So it will be obviously delaying. That's one more against. And democracy leads to corruption, because there is so much of electoral competitions. At times there is a chance to get involved corruption in it, mainly to get more vote bank, or to give them little privilege to somebody so that they may will be benefited. Let's take I am MLA now, and somebody have so much of vote bank in their area and everybody listens to that particular person. So I obviously do favorism to that particular person, because he or she may get vote bank to me in later times. Favoritism will also be involved in it. And then the common people doesn't know which is good, which is bad, when they are completely directly involved in the process of policy making, even while choosing the candidates. These are the things which are against it. And let's continue. There was a huge arguments for the democracy, like which are the things that support democracy as a best form of government. During 1958 and 1961, there was a famine in China. Famine in the sense where there was shortage of food grains and everything. Like basically no proper food to eat. And when it comes to India, just by then we had independence, but we never had that kind of worst condition after independence. Before independence, there was a man-made famine due to Britishers. They have taken all the food grains to the Second World War. They wanted it for the soldiers, and they did not had enough food grains there. So they have created man-made famine here, and they pretended it to show it as if it is a natural famine. Let's get into this one. So India, we never faced that problem. The strong reason is we had a democratic form of government. We have multi-party system, and when one particular party in position doing something wrong, the other persons will obviously question them. So you will have the accountability. You are answerable to somebody, so they will have that fear in them. So they'll never gonna take some weak policies which will destroy the country later in times. So it makes them to be more accountable and more answerable. Coming to the next one, they said democracy improves the quality of decision making, because you put many people together, you put social media together, and you are having media into it. You are having some elite group of people like professors, lecturers. When government is going to take up any policy, there will be so much of discussions, debates happen on that particular incident, and finally these all things will be input for the government to make it even better. And moreover, they will be having ministers and MLAs and MPs from different parts of the state and country as well. So each one of them will give some input to the policy. It will become so good for maximum number of people. And the other one, democracy provides a method to deal with the differences and conflicts. Like let's take, we are making policy for the women, but it doesn't mean all the women across the country are same, right? People who are living in Karnataka, the to city, the women needs would be different, and village women needs would be different, and tribal women needs could be different. So when we have people across the various regions, so each one of them will give some inputs, so the policy can be better, and they can maximize the benefits for the women. And democracy enhances the dignity of citizens, because every citizen is being valued as they got one vote and one value, so they will be respected along with everybody in the state. And the other one is, it's better than other forms of government because it allows to correct its own mistakes. See, we have judiciary, executive, legislative. So any one of them does mistake, the other one will correct it. If not, at least people can do it by changing next government. So this government will realize, yes, we have done something wrong, which was not accepted by the people, which was not doing so well to the public. It was not serving to the people. So they have made their own decisions. So the governments can rethink on those things, and they can go for the new policies and better options. And when it comes to broader meanings of the democracy, 1.4, last topic of it, here this says modern democracies involve such a large number of people that it is physically impossible for them to sit together and take collective decisions. Here, let's take India. We have 150 plus crores of population. Can you gather everybody in one place? You will see the stampede. Just for for the festivals and for particular occasions, we have seen the stampede of people, and how people will go on the other one. Okay, just like that, there will be so much of crowd. And do you think everybody will be coming over there? You cannot expect everybody. When you call some, even your friends for some particular event or maybe a birthday party, something, one or the other person will skip it and give some other reasons for that.